incredibly important to have these kind of events because it only enhances understanding and sharing of culture and language and tradition.
Well, at Victoria University we're very committed to cultural diversity, having one of the most culturally diverse populations in any university in Australia, and we thoroughly enjoy our partnership with the Australian Cultural Society. And tonight's event, very exciting, a celebration of cultural diversity. We should be doing more of it.
And we can celebrate this and do nothing else, and that would be a great place to be. So, but I still have a job to do, and we all have a job to do, and that is the continuous endeavor to make this a better place to live. So thank you for this wonderful celebration, because it reflects who we are, and it's an aspiration to continue with the good work we're doing.
But what it does is when you bring everyone in together, you then get understanding. And I think that's the key. Once you start to understand each other, and I can't think of a better way in doing it through children, through entertainment, through and again through sport too.
I think these events are really wonderful. We really do need to be celebrating the diversity as much as we possibly can. The fabric, structure and every bone of Australia is diverse, and it's diverse in every conceivable point of view.
What we have noticed with the Colours of the World Festival is that the young performers who come as strangers leave as friends. We believe this is the spirit of the work both the Sirius College and the Australian Intercultural Society try to promote.
Last couple of weeks we're having the celebration of the Guru Nanak's 550th birthday. We've got Diwali festivals, and the great thing about Australia, it's now the most multicultural place in the world. So the event you're putting on tonight and having all these international kids come to Australia, I think is absolutely fantastic, and I congratulate you for that.
And on behalf of our Andrews Labor government, I would like to thank both Sirius College and the Australian Intercultural Society for your ongoing commitment to Victoria's culturally diverse communities, and for hosting the International Festival of Language Culture, Colours of the World. Your education support and celebration of Victoria's diversity has greatly contributed to supporting our inclusive society.
Say very quickly, congratulations to Sirius College and to the AIS in terms of putting this together. It's a great function that's I've seen. I remember when I first heard about it, I got onto YouTube and I've seen the highlight reel of one of the previous events, and it was just outstanding. And so I was very excited when I heard about the date being set. I put that in my diary quite some time ago, and here we are. And I've got the privilege tonight also of representing the Honourable Michael O'Brien, the leader of the Liberal National Coalition here in Victoria, who was very sorry he couldn't be here.
Those waves of migrants faced a lot more discrimination than people like I did when we arrived here. They had to create a multicultural fabric in Australia, one that we benefit so much from here today. So in thinking about them, I want to thank organisations like AIS particularly for the work you do in creating spaces for people to experience their cultures of origin, a relief from all that work of settlement you do when you come here as a migrant, but also creating the spaces for different cultures to get to know each other.
Our city is privileged to host the Colours of the World celebration. In Melbourne, we share your spirit of inclusion, diversity and of global friendship. Year-round, I meet people at festivals who celebrate numerous culture occasions. Their traditions, languages and arts have enriched Melbourne for generations.
But what I've seen in recent days, in my role as a Royal Commissioner, is elderly people who are frail, where the differences really matter, and where what we really do need to do is to create an environment where our frail and elderly people, with all of their differences of gender, of race, of religion, of sexual preferences, of physical needs and circumstances, can all coexist happily into their old age and their future.
That for all the things that we do well, there are things that we need to do better as well. In my role as the Race Discrimination Commissioner, do I have a role to play? Unfortunately, yes. Perhaps in the next 10 years you won't be inviting a Race Discrimination Commissioner because there's no discrimination in Australia. But until such day, when that happens, and I like to imagine that it will happen one day, we will continue with the work we do.
Certainly does, and it's something we as Melburnians and Victorians can relate to very well. I think is seeing multicultural here on the stage, but that's what we see every day downtown. So it's a great thing.
It was amazing. I was blown away. I actually shed a tear at the start because I was so moved by the beautiful singing and the unity. So thank you for inviting me. I've had a great night.